Hey everybody, have you ever experienced dental deja vu? Well, it goes a little something like this. Bring, the alarm clock goes off, you wake up after a long holiday weekend, you're feeling reset, recharged, and ready to go. You jump in the car, you're pumping the tunes, man, you are walking on sunshine. Until, of course, you ride up on Starbucks and realize that the line is wrapped around the drive-thru. You don't need a crystal ball to see that there is not going to be a mocha chocolate latte double whip frappuccino in your future today, all right? As you continue on your journey, you also see that you forgot that school is back in session. And now you're behind the school bus and behind the power curve. You come in hot to the practice on 2 wheels probably, all in a huff, only to find out that you're down a hygienist, your big case isn't back from the lab, and Mr. Smith, he's definitely in the waiting room toe tapping. Your assistant is peeking in, wondering, is it safe to approach? Have you ever been there? Well, bless your hearts, I know that I have. And that place is what I call the ledge. You're looking out into the abyss going, is this how it all ends? Is this where dentists go to die? How can I do this? Another day, another week, another month, or let alone another minute? Well, take a breath, step away from the light, and step away from the ledge, okay? Because days like this will fuel your desire to operate with an edge. Now, the edge is to establish and deliver a game-changing experience. And that is a choice, isn't it? To be positive versus negative, to be proactive versus reactive. But the decision, it starts with you and your team. And when you think about your team, aren't we today thinking about the workforce and how it's really changed since even before COVID? I don't know about you, but I'm having trouble connecting with some of my teammates. I'm like, my gosh, what do they need? A blankie and a back rub? No, what they need is to have an impact or to have a purpose. And for that reason, culture is key, all right? And to support that culture, you'll need a few basic building blocks, like mission, vision, values, and goals. Mission, ours was long and detailed and nobody could remember it. So we trimmed it down to mojo, make a difference, offer an exceptional experience, just go the extra smile, and outdo the competition. Now they could connect with it, they could get behind it. Now vision, of course, is where you are and where you want to go. Values, simple, just those key core principles that you and the team work with every single day. And goals that should be set with the team and the doctor daily, monthly, and yearly. Now, you're also going to need some job descriptions, all right? I'm a huge fan of a checklist job description because it tells them what you expect, what needs to happen daily, weekly, and monthly. And checklists raise baseline performance and safeguard against failure. What's not to love, okay? But most importantly, what you're really going to need is to be a quarterback and a cheerleader all day, every day, wrapped up into one, because leaders inspire people. Leaders develop and educate people, personally, professionally, and educationally. And my chosen venue for that goal was Morning Huddle. Now, if you have that morning huddle that lasts about 2 minutes and you go, Joe's getting a crown, Mary's getting a cleaning, well, you are missing the mark, my friends. Morning huddle should reflect on the previous day's performance and goals. Morning huddle is a time to bring the team together to solve problems, implement systems and protocols to prevent those problems from happening again. Morning huddle is also an opportunity to praise creative thinking, out-of-the-box thinking, and team members who are performing exceptionally. But most of all, morning huddle needs a message, all right? It needs, I don't know, to touch them. So take them to church first thing in the morning, every time. Can I get a hallelujah? Okay? Yes, thank you. You need to touch them with a story. Some of our favorites, the starfish story or Miracle on Ice. You need to touch them with a short video, like Apple, Think Differently, or Nike, Show them what crazy can do. You need to touch them with a book. Our fave, Shift Your Thinking. Because isn't that what we want to do? Shift their thinking? Every team member needs a takeaway, and that takeaway is then discussed as to how it can affect our mission. Now, these basics will provide clarity, purpose, and drive to the team experience. And if their experience is great, oh my gosh, the patient experience will be greater. And the patient experience is paramount, right? It's priority. But before you dive into the patient experience, you have to ask yourself, if my team and I were, I don't know, a brand, and you are, by the way, would you buy yourself, or would you keep shopping? Pretty profound, right? I mean, think about it. And before you do, before you answer, recognize that consumer economics states that most organizations feel that they are patient-centric, but only about 30% of those patients agree. Leaves some room to be improved, doesn't it? So when my team and I dug into the patient experience, I can tell you that's when everything changed for us. Reviews, referrals, word of mouth, and new patient numbers in excess of 250 a month. Now, while I'd like to share with you all of our patient experience plans, there's no time, as you know, and I will just share a few of our patient experience pearls to get your juices flowing so that you can fabricate your own plan when you get home. Number one, we had a new patient document. That document ensured excellent communication from the call center to the patient care concierge and then to the clinical staff. Number two, before COVID, we would stand and hand whenever somebody entered the practice. Well, now we stand and hand, but it's the same feeling, right? Number three, we do not go to the door and cattle call. We walk directly up to our patient because they've told us what they're wearing, and we lean in and we engage and we say, Mr. Smith, I'm Amber, I'm working with Dr. Geeson today. Come on back with me. I see that you're new to the area, or I see that you're having a problem, from that new patient document, right? Okay. Number four, if you've been open for a little while in a hygiene visit or a filling visit, you get about a 1-minute jaw massage. And of course, we have chapsticks and hot towels and, music, TV, whatever it is. But the bottom line here is that you now have a framework to build the experience for your team and for your patients, okay? So when you go home, take them to church with a little morning huddle mojo, develop mission, vision, values, and goals. The next week, job description checklists, and after that, get the whole team engaged in developing that patient experience plan. Step away from the ledge and embrace your edge.